Before I get into the highlights that CBS Sports headquarters here allowed us to review, I'm gonna do this. It's been a long time waiting. feels like feels like championship football. Feels like championship soccer, baby. Feels like feels good. Feels good, man. We accomplished something big last night, and God, I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more excited for this team. Resiliency, toughness, grit, undeniably talented. I'm sorry. This team is for now and for the future. Like I told about that video, Hercules Gomez made that comment about how he said that the U.S. was obviously a team for the future. No, sir. Team is for now and for the future. This team is so talented now. All they need to do is just play together, and they're showing everybody what they're actually capable of. The resiliency. They were down 1-0, scored, down again, scored again. Then we scored the winning goal. Had a penalty. Ethan Horvath came off the bench, obviously had an amazing game, and he blocked it, obviously giving us the championship. But dang, man, overall, this game had everything. Emotions, excitements, times of panic, times of joy. I mean, it was everywhere. We started the game, we conceded right away. Gio Reyna came back in the 28th, 27th minute, tied it up. Mexico scores again, Lainez. Then McKinney finally gets his head on the ball, scores for us. Pulisic obviously comes in, delivers that nice clutch penalty. And Mexico had a penalty in the extra time, but Ethan Horvath blocked it. So overall, man, this game had it all, and I couldn't be more proud of this team. This team went out there, punched Mexico right in the mouth, said, hey, you know what? We're young. We get it. We're inexperienced. People don't trust us. People don't believe in us, but we're going to prove you guys wrong. We're going to come out here and we're going to whoop your ass, and that's exactly what the U.S. dished out. Mexico played pretty good. Typical game. They try to control it, try to maneuver around down the middle, through the sides. They had a lot of luck going down the middle at first. Once Adams came in, he neutralized that. He paired up with McKinney, and then forget about it. Mexico, you got to work through the sides now. But overall, man, Greg Berhalter, you had your man ready to play. They showed resiliency, they showed heart, and they showed will. And aside from the result, to me, that says it all. You know, that says it. That says that if you're down 1-0, possibly 2-0, this team is able to come back and tie it up or even win it at that point. But man of the match for me, I don't have one, I have two. I have Weston McKennie, because this guy is a scrapper, man. This guy, he reminds me so much of myself. I'm not saying I used to be at his level. I was never at his level, obviously. He's great. But he reminds me of the fact of myself where I'm not scared to get dirty, right? I'm going to put my knee into someone's thigh. Like, I'm going to put my elbow into someone's rib cage. I'm going to bump chests. I'm going to say what I got to say, and you're going to like it. And that's exactly what Weston McKennie is. He's a scrapper, and if it wasn't for Christian Pulisic, I'd give Weston McKennie the armband of the captain armband, definitely. He deserves it. And if there was two captain, definitely give one to Weston McKennie. But that's not the case. Overall, Weston McKennie played a fucking great game. And it just shows that Juve style of play is rubbing off on him. The guy was all over the field, running up and down, wasn't getting tired. And obviously Juventus, they want their midfielders to be going up and down, wanting them to touch the ball all the time. That's exactly what Weston McKennie's doing. And the other man of the match for me is going to be Ethan Horvath, who this guy came in for Zach Steffen in a final, and he just showed out. Didn't hesitate, didn't bat an eye, put his gloves on, pulled his socks up and said, hey, coach, I'm ready, put me in. Obviously conceded a goal to Lainez, but then after that he settled in, made some crucial saves, and obviously made that amazing save against Guardado, which would have obviously tied the game off of a penalty shot, but Ethan Horvath came in big time, blocked it, and I couldn't be more excited, man. I mean, when you have a starting goalkeeper of the caliber of Zach Steffen already, and then you add Ethan Horvath in there, it makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel good that we're stable there in that position. Let's check out the squads here for the teams. And Gio Reyna, man, guy's 18 years old, comes in and scores his goal, first international goal. in actually a competitive match, in a championship competitive match for him. That's remarkable. At the age of 18, I mean, at the age of 18, I was still deciding whether to go to one college or the other. Like I wasn't, I was overall great. So Mexico, they came out pretty good. I mean, Tecatito, obviously they have a lot of experience. That's the thing. Mexico had a lot of experience. Tecate, Lozano, Gallardo, Herrera, Moreno, Alvarez, Ochoa. They all have World Cups under their belts. For us, it's only Pulisic. That's about it, and Brooks. So yeah, Mexico obviously had that experience. But we came out strong, man. Pulisic, obviously, he didn't do much in the game, but he was pivotal on some points. Obviously, in some aspects, he was obviously demanding maybe one or single coverage, and obviously that opened up some spaces for other people like Sargent and Gio or Timothy Weah in the front. But Sargent, I would have preferred Timothy Weah there. Reina, obviously. We came out looking a little bit different, but I would have played. I mean, they played pretty good. I could see Yedlin here and Dest going up and down. So they were basically the right back and left back moving up the field. Um, Overall, I mean, Kellen Acosta was a head scratcher for me, but he played balls out. He played lights out, man. He played great. And I could see why they started him. He has the endurance. He plays in Colorado. So he plays for Colorado Rapids in the MLS. So he's used to that style of play, that height. Um, Yedlin played great for his first game in a while for the U.S. Brooks, man, he serviceable. He was in the position, right position all the time. Played great. Zach Steffen, I'm hoping he's okay. Usually when you see that non-contact injury, it usually means a meniscus or possible ligament damage. I hope it's not the ACL. I hope it's maybe just a strain or hyperextension, but it didn't look good. Luckily for us, we have a great goalkeeper like Ethan Horvath to back up Stefan. So I'm praying for you, man. Hopefully you're good. Mackenzie, you could see his inexperience, his knuckleheadness sometimes, but he's a good player overall, man. He's strong. He's ferocious. He'll put his knee in there and he'll tackle you hard. That's what I like about him. Him and Mackenzie, I'm sorry, and Cannon. I love the way that they're so physical. Let's get into the highlights here. Man, look at those flags. When you're playing in the US and especially in the West Coast, if you're the United States and you're playing in the West Coast in your own home, sometimes it feels like you're playing away because there's a lot of Hispanic people here, a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Mexican influence. So you're going to get a lot of Mexican fans. It's going to be a very mix. But it's even better, though, when you beat them here, right? For example, you beat them on the west side of the states or wherever it is. There's a lot of Mexican fans following their team. And it makes it even better for me, in my honest opinion, if you have a packed stadium with a lot of Mexican fans and you beat them. Just gives it a little bit more flavor, right? A little bit better taste. This is a knuckleheadness of Mackenzie here. If he could get rid of this and focus better on finishing those passes, clinical, nice, clean passes, practice on that, I think he could be a pretty good center back. He's strong, he's physical, he's fast. You just need to clean that up, buddy. But look at that. Gives it away to Tecatito, and obviously Tecatito doesn't forgive, man. This guy's a world-class player. Those were the issues that the U.S. were having against Honduras. They were giving the balls away, and Honduras just wasn't capitalizing. But like I said, if they did this against Mexico, this is exactly what was going to happen. And it did. They gave the ball away, punished. Bam, right up the gut. I mean, Stefan did what he could, made himself big, but went over him. This little whip, though. Man, I thought that we were down 2-0 here. I was like, here we go. We conceded early. Now we conceded again. It's gonna be a rout. We're probably gonna be down big time. Luckily for us, we got lucky. Moreno was offsides, so it didn't count. Did not count. That was a nice whip. Herrera has a nice whip. Look at that. To the box. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, check that VAR. You know what? USA, baby. The McKinney header and the Gio. See, McKinney was getting his head on the ball a lot. Every corner I saw, McKinney was winning. Now the thing is, he wasn't timing it right, or he was just jumping too early, whatever it is, not getting his head on it. But this was obviously a header off of McKinney, went to the post, rebound. Reyna was there to pick it up, dish it up, and obviously finished it. And what a better way, man. 18-year-old scoring his goal. Good for you. Look at that. Bam. There to clean it up. Oh, yeah. Better be excited. 18 years old, man. At that age, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Stefan here. Nice save. Nice save. Made himself big. Block that, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. This is where the injury happened for Stefan. I'm not sure if it was a strain or hyperextension. Anytime, like I said, you have a non-contact injury, that means there might be some ligament issues or a meniscus issue. Obviously, very important to the knee. I'm just hoping that's not the case. I hope it's a strain and he's good to go. This is a play that I wanted to break down with you guys. I saw this and I was like, I got to talk to my fans about this, talk to these guys about this, see what they think. But look, this is Tim Ream here. A little slower. That's why I would have preferred Dest here. Dest is a little shorter, a little faster, and I think Dest would have matched up perfectly with Linus. I think Dest would have probably even shut him down because Linus tries to beat you with speed and skill. Dest is speedy, and Dest is definitely technical. Tim Ream's a little stiff here, so you could tell that Linus obviously takes him out to dance. I don't know what Tim Ream's doing here, allowing Linus to work back to his left feet. If I was Tim Ream here, I would have pushed him down the line and forced him to use his right foot because obviously he's a lefty. So that's what I would have done. But see, Tim here allows him to go that way. He should have shut this lane down a long time ago. Comes in, obviously loses balance. Linus fakes him. Here, Ream's lost. He's lost already. Guy has no balance. His legs here. Where's he going to go? This is where Linus takes a shot, goes in directly through their legs and scores. Another thing that I did notice is that the U.S. they would allow these players, the Mexican players, to come to them. Go to them, meet them at the ball, attack them. Don't be scared to lose. Like you need to bet on yourself. You need to say, I'm going to win this ball. I'm going to win this one-on-one. You need to. If you're scared and you're allowing them to come towards you, what's the point? Very clinical. Mexican Messi? Highly doubt that. No way, Jose. McKinney here. Look at that. Get it, boy. God, man. I'm so glad we have a player like him on our team. Get it. Get it. Bam. Strong header. Look at elevation. That elevation, did he learn that from Cristiano Ronaldo? Look at, where's this boy at? This boy's probably like 4 feet off the ground, 3 feet off the ground. That's some Cristiano Ronaldo shit right there. Look, up in the air. Holy, yeah, wow. He's up there. That boy has some height. Boy has some hops. Big boy hang time. This was a Pulisic penalty here. Goes in, tight spaces. That's what you want to do. When you're forward, you want to attack the tight spaces because obviously defenders are going to get a little bit antsy, right? They're going to want to take the ball away from you because they're going to assume you're going to score. So what's going to happen is they're going to put their foot out and they're going to clip Pulisic here, obviously garnering the penalty. But that's what you want to do. You want to attack the tight spaces. If you're good with ball control in tight spaces, look at this. Boom. Takes him out. Salcedo, he had to reach over to kick it and he clipped him. Had to reach over, clipped him right there. Bam. Took him out. That's a penalty, man. You play the game to play the ball, not the guy. So if you're playing the guy you're going to get a foul. Especially in the box, you're going to get a penalty. Go for the ball, obviously. And obviously, look at this world-class finish. Up to the right corner, where the spider webs are. Chilling. Captain America, man, delivered for us. Wasn't there all game, but he was very pivotal. And when he was called, bam. There's no way Ochoa. Ochoa's a great keeper, but there's no way he would have got it. Not even the best goalkeeper in the world would have got that. That was up there in the corner. This is where I was like, yo, really? Like, you're going to do us like this, ref? But I could see why it happened. This was a penalty in favor of Mexico that Andres Guardado eventually missed. But this foul was supposedly against McKenzie. Now, when I look at it, it makes sense. The ref gave us a very tight call, right? So it was only fair for him to go through VAR, give Mexico the tight call. I could see how that happened, but you see here, if you really look at it, I mean, the motion, if you see here, the ball is headed. McKenzie has his eyes on the ball, obviously. Somehow he loses track, I'm assuming. Or maybe he's looking at the defender, I don't know. And then he doesn't pay attention to the ball. The defender hits the ball with his head, and it ricochets off his hand, McKenzie's hand. Now, the thing is that's a bang-bang play. I mean, your motion's already taking you that way, right? So imagine if you're looking, slow motion, the ball hits you in the hand, you're not paying attention to it, your eyes aren't on the ball, and it happens, you know. As a defensive player, I've seen it a lot where these plays are either called or not called. And obviously, in a big game like this, like I said, the ref already gave us a penalty in our favor. I can see why he gave it to Mexico. Probably felt bad for them. But obviously, we have Ethan Horvath, man, and we don't bat an eye. He don't bat an eye. He don't give a shit. He's ready to roll. Look at him. Bring it on, boy. Boom. Out. Horvath is a beast. Horvath for fucking president. I don't care. Strong save. Strong save. I mean, it helps that he's tall as hell, too. But that's a strong save. Yes, sir. What is this? Match summary, 3 goals, obviously, to 2. I predicted that, too. As a matter of fact, if you guys go check out my other video when it was U.S. versus Honduras, I talked about it. I said how the U.S. could potentially win this game by 1 goal, either 1-2, 2-1, I'm sorry, or 3-2. We won it 3-2, baby. Thanks to CBS Sports headquarters for allowing us to review this video, the highlights. Thank you for providing the highlights once again. Overall, it was a great game. I keep saying that, but that's just reality. Greg Berhalter, you son of a gun. I had a lot of questions. There was a lot of questions that I had, whether this team would actually click with him, if he was a correct coach for this team. Would he be the coach to lead them? Can he get that extra out of them? And man, this game definitely answered the majority of the questions I have. Some subs that he made were kind of sus for me, but overall they panned out. Tyler Adams came in, clicked immediately with McKinney. It seems like this team is definitely they're buying into whatever Berhalter's feeding them, and they're liking it. And it makes it even better that they're young. So the younger they are, obviously, the more time they have with us, the more time they have to feed, to buy into this type of system, and the better they're going to be when they play together. So I'm really excited for now and for the future. I can see that this team will definitely compete in the CONCACAF, and I can safely say that we are the cream of the crop in the CONCACAF.